do we think we are? Baby, tell me who do we think we are? We came out of magic. It's the only way we know. Let's
So I realized why that date that I went to the movie with didn't go so well.
Oh, really? Why?
Why don't you think it went well, Damo? Maybe because she has a crush on you. Yes.
I don't know what happened.
You just can't let me have one of the 39.
All right.
Okay.
Dude, you can have any of the 39. Any, just not the one I got right now. Honestly, take it.
Any of the one I have right now?
Just not the one I have right now.
Okay.
Do you any single one you want?
Okay.
Go. I will warn you what you're in
So
for.
she's hitting you. She's hitting on
I
you
don't
at
know,
work.
man. I don't know. I got like a sense of like what's happening right now. I got a feeling, you know.
She knows you're locked and taken, right?
After last night, I mean, I showed up with my girlfriend to the event. We had a going away party for me.
I did not show up to that.
I know, it's okay, dude. But yeah, I had a going away party, and like my girlfriend and I showed up, and she was right next to us.
Did she show up to the dinner token?
I don't know. I didn't sit that close to her. She was across the table, and it was me with my girlfriend and a couple of like the other Dagos that work there.
That's.
But no, I got like looked at. She complimented me on my new haircut. Said she liked it better, which let's be honest.
Maybe it's one of those things that she repeats a lot of the same things a lot. Because you said right there that she kept on complimenting you over and over.
Oh no, she just complimented my hair once.
Okay.
And then said I was so great, and so like I'll be missed. And she's only worked there like a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Like a
she didn't
hot
work that
minute. We've
much.
only worked a little bit together, and then just like I don't know, just like stayed around where I was, and then like she made it feel like she wanted me to push her on the tire swing, and I was like, I'm not. It's like she sat on it and was like I was pushing the other kids that were there, and kind of like just it was really weird. It was a lot of
Was it just you two working together, or was there?
Yeah, because I mean that's just what we had today.
And then tomorrow's your last day.
Tomorrow is my last day.
Damn.
Yeah, I got the schedule for my new job. Got all that, but
You should come. This is random. You should come work out tomorrow morning.
Oh, I am.
Because I'm gonna be there from 5 to noon.
Oh shit.
And then from 2 to 8:30 tomorrow.
It's...
I got a day and a half tomorrow.
Yeah, you do technically. Yeah. I'll probably should I go there? What'd you say? 5 to noon?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be working there 5 a.m. to noon in the gym, so I could like.
I just like how we make plans on the podcast. I mean, either way, either I'm gonna go 5 in the morning and then go right to work, or I'm gonna go right after work there. So.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you.
go please.
Since we're on the topic of getting hitting on, girlfriends, all that fun stuff. Okay.
You have a girlfriend?
No, I don't have a girlfriend.
Okay. I just didn't know where you were.
That would have been the first thing. Welcome to Spirit Podcast. I got a girlfriend. No, I don't. Okay.
God, I'd be so happy if that happened.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Okay, about your girlfriend or your lady. Okay, in the past or now.
And this is a question for you guys too. Comment.
Yeah. Having other guy friends.
Oh.
Because this is his first reaction. I didn't tell him this question at all before.
Chris.
Because I wanted that reaction.
Oh, you have no idea how... Okay, so let me just tell you my history. A brief history of my life with women.
I struck a nerve there.
You did. This is legitimately my nightmare.
Yippee!
First girlfriend I ever had. Had 2 close guy friends. Hated me.
Really?
Left a voicemail on her phone saying they hated me.
Wow.
Like, that's how
How
passionate
old
they were.
was little Damo here?
I was 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I was 16.
Okay.
Okay. And then there was an ex-boyfriend that always would hang out with her. This was the first one.
See, that's just weird.
It was
man.
weird. There was a kid that was way younger than me, but did not like me, and they were friends because like they grew up in the same neighborhood. And he was like flirting with her or like hating on me and making me look bad and shit.
I feel like it just puts you such in an awkward
It
situation.
does, because you feel like you're competing.
Yeah.
Because they have all this history, and why are they not dating?
Like when they make your girlfriend laugh, and you're like, ha ha, yeah, I'm funny too.
I've made that joke before, man. You laughed at it then,
You
too.
laughed at it then, and then it was all good, and then before you liked it more, you
Yeah,
laughed
exactly.
more.
Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. So, I've had a girl hang out with one of her friends, not tell me about it.
Oh.
I've had a girl get in, the kid who left a voicemail saying that he hated me, I had her get in his car without letting me know and go for like a joyride.
Okay.
That really upset me. I'm like, he hates me and like is obviously doing this to get at me. Like, you know that, right? So that's happened. I've had my favorite thing. I don't know if any of you guys have had this happen. You start dating a girl. It's great. It's awesome. And then what happens 1 month into the damn relationship? An old friend comes back who previously, before even dating, never spoke to her for a year. That has happened to me twice.
Damn.
Where it's like, we're dating. Old guy friend who, like, they were really close, but she always saw him as a brother, comes back magically now that she's dating someone seriously.
See, I think
Oh.
because I think it can be a thing. You know what I mean? But I swear the kid either needs to be like, she doesn't find him attractive,
Yeah.
okay, or he is just a gay flipping.
He is the gayest person in the world.
He's like floating in rainbows.
Yes, who is hitting on me while she's hitting on me.
Now the
Like,
reason I asked this is because one of my good classmates is she has a boyfriend. And she's my biology class. And whenever her boyfriend's not there, because he's like doing some other job, or like he's like, so me and her are always like hanging out, okay? But she's like the coolest chick, and we have like the coolest conversations, you know what I mean? And it works because I don't think she's attracted to me, and I know I'm not attracted to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like, I'm asking this because like, that's the type of relationship.
Right.
That's how I kind of see it, because
You
it's like
know
it's
it's
super
harmless.
cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're just like having lunch together and like shooting the shit. Pretty sure I called her a bro a couple times, like, incidentally. But no, that's why I'm asking, because, like, it's cool. But, like, so and then the boyfriend will randomly show up, like, when he's done with class, or all three just hanging out. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
And I think they're kind of, like, they're kind of hippies, to be honest.
Well, they might want you to join. If you know what I'm saying.
Ooh, that'd be a little weird.
Devil's three-way.
Nah, I wouldn't want to do that. No.
Yeah,
She's
no.
not that hot. I mean, she's not hot. To me. She's an awesome girl. I'm sounding like a dick.
She listened to this.
No. So, but I think, because they're like, they wear all this stuff that kind of like triggers that. They make me think they are.
Okay, so I've always been able to talk to women better than I've been able to talk to men.
Really?
I'm much better at making friends.
Give me that skill.
I've always been much better at making girls who are friends, like friends that are girls. That was a weird way of putting it. I've always been better at doing that than making guy friends. Always been better.
Really?
Always been better at that. So I've had girls in my life that's like, that's a friend and only a friend.
Yeah.
I don't see her that way. Things may change and she might see me that way, but it's like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I friend zoned you.
Yeah. I feel that.
Okay, but now this is what I'm saying. I've had a circumstance where I met someone in my class, thought she was kind of cute, but not like I'm murdering my family and giving her the house cute.
Job
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yep.
But like, she was cute, but I talked to her because I thought she was cute.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, we're very different as far as some things go, but she's still dope, she's still cool, I'm gonna be your friend. Let's help each other get through this semester. This is like when I first started going to school. I did not know she had a boyfriend. When I found out, it had no effect on me because, like I said, I already put her in that category.
Okay.
Boyfriend did not like me. To be fair.
Well, to be honest, if like, I can see why, man. You know what I mean? Not you yourself, but like,
yeah, you
know
can see
what I
why
mean.
any guy. And let's be fair. I am a 6 foot, 200 pound, good looking person at this time. I didn't gain a lot of weight. Good looking young man at this point, and he is a short, overweight gentleman. And we're just opposites. So I could see where he feels a little intimidated.
Yeah.
Because I'm a slick dago, and he's a short Indian guy. No, great guy though. Nice. Like, there's nothing wrong with I mean, I can understand where he'd be intimidated. So we
Who was the reacher in that relationship? Who was the reacher?
I think he was.
Okay.
Just because he seemed like a...
Because if you're saying there's not a reacher or a settler in a relationship,
There
bullshit.
is.
Bullshit.
There is.
You know what I mean? There absolutely
Until you
is.
get married, there is.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But, so, I don't know. He did not like me, and her hanging out. Even though we never really hung out at my house or we hung out at her house where her mom's always there. But never liked us hanging out.
That's where I think it's a little sketchy, man.
But we were like, whenever we hang out, we were waiting for him
Oh, okay.
to join us.
Yeah.
And whenever we hung out, it wasn't like, no, just me and Dom. It was like, you can come.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So we
yeah.
always had either him or her other friend with us.
Okay.
So fast forward a year or two, they break up. I still have her in friend category. She's...
Did she hop on over to the little
She...
potential category?
She tried to. And I was like, what? I'm not going to go into what she was selling, but I didn't expect it. Because I was like, we've been friends for...
Well, she saw it. I'm just kidding.
Well, anyway. So, but she was like, trying and sending and like Snapchatting me and stuff and kind of being pushy with like, let's hang out, let's hook up. And I want to get into that conversation, hooking up. But I did not expect that because like I said, I put her in that category. And honestly, when she came at me like that, I kept her in that category. I'm like, why are we going to ruin a friendship that got each other through a lot of tough times?
See, that's true, man. That's very... And I respect you for stopping.
Yeah. Now she doesn't want to talk to me anymore, but...
Well, you lose, your shooter's going to shoot, you know what I mean?
She shot.
And respect for her for shooting, you know what I mean?
Well, exactly.
But sometimes you wear a bulletproof vest.
But she was like, I've always been attracted to you. I've always thought you're, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't going to disrespect him. And I was like, well, that's good. But, like, I did not know that.
Yeah.
She kept that under lock for a while.
Yeah, I got 1 to 2 years, right?
Yeah, and it was just really surprising that that I've never had someone who put me in the friend zone, called me girl, called me, you got to come hang out with us, or took me to do stupid shit that guys should not go do, but if you're a guy friend, you do. Yeah. Said I had a vagina. Like, that's how far she put it to make it me not a sexual object.
Yeah, damn.
And then just to come out and be like, yeah.
Really?
Go. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Now, when do you think... Okay, this is like I feel like I'm interviewing you right now.
Oh, please. Oh, God, I've had enough of those.
Because this is I absolutely don't have a lot of experience in this type of shit. Okay.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw it too.
Yawning.
You're yawning. You're crying.
When do you think, okay, if you've been friends with a girl for a while, right, and you're both single,
Yes.
what signs... Okay, and how long do you have to be friends for before you think you can either ask her out, okay, or like try and like make a little move? You know what I'm saying?
I think if you are a man who, okay, so are you asking if you're friend zoned and you're waiting?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're friend zoned and you're waiting, and a girl is dating a guy and you want to be dating,
But she's not dating a guy.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying like
Okay,
was
okay.
and now no longer is.
Chop
But you've been friends.
Chapa.
And you've been friend zoned.
Chapa.
Please, what are you doing? You have to hang out with her. If you're friends and you hang out and she's dating someone, you have to hang out with her in groups.
Yes.
Now, you can single her out and talk to her a lot more than you talk to other people. But if you want to keep the window for you to possibly be a dating object open, you got to hang out with her in groups. Very rarely does one-on-one hangouts when she has a boyfriend end in the friend's favor.
Okay.
It can. Yeah. It can, but you got to either do a grand gesture of love or just shoot and just be like, I've liked you for a long time. You want to go on a date? I was going to say, please go on a date. Don't ever say please. It sounds shallow.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're paying them.
Yeah. So that's what you have. Now, when they become single,
okay,
you have that opportunity to hang out individually now. As where before, if you had done that as dating, when she's dating, you didn't.
So
and
you're
that's
saying,
gone.
okay, So let's say, okay, this is a true story. Okay,
Oh no.
I've been like, I feel like I'm friend zoned by this chick
Yeah.
for like the longest time,
Yeah.
and she works where we work, just upstairs, and yeah, and she's single though. I don't think she's ever had a boyfriend, and that might play a part of it. You know what I mean? And it's like I don't know whether like because I don't know any people that knows her, so we can't do the group thing. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So it's like
Does she work in your
one-on-one or
department?
nothing.
Does she work in your department?
Upstairs, yes.
Okay, so then I would suggest, maybe like a group outing, a little group hang, a little dinner with everybody, and sit next to her.
So that's
staff
hard, man,
outing.
because a lot of the people that I work with upstairs, I don't know them as well as I do in the sports department.
Do you ask your supervisor if there's something like that?
Nah.
Well, if you really want to, we'll have to talk off air about who this is, because I'm intrigued as shit. But
Because it's like, and the reason you don't know is because it's been going on for so damn long.
Oh, no.
And I've tried.
Is there a
and it's like,
moratorium?
I'm busy over the weekend. What are you doing this weekend? I have papers to write. And it's like over and over. And I think, but then she's giving me signals. You know what I mean? Like more and more signals lately.
Because there's,
I think so, man. I really do think so. I think she's pulling my strings.
if you just really want to go for broke, just ask her. And it's like, hey, do you like me enough? Do you want to go on a date or no?
Just fucking and say go for it.
Just, at this point, how long? How long has it been going on? If you say anything over 7 months, I'm gonna slap you.
6 months and 30 days.
What?
Okay, no, it started when I started prep for my last show.
Oh my God! So a year.
So July.
So a year. Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know who that would be.
And that's because that's how long it's been going on for. But like recently we've been like texting.
Oh.
Like, yeah, I know,
Did you
right?
get the Snapchat?
Of course I did, man.
Wait, was this Lotion Girl?
No.
Oh, okay, it's a different person.
No.
If you listen to like one of our earlier podcasts.
Yeah, no, it's not Lotion Girl.
Okay, well that's refreshing. I don't know. If you're texting and then you're going back and forth and have a consistent dialogue, I mean, what's the worst? What she can say no, and you're not an awkward person, so she says no, and you're just back at the gym and you go, remember when I asked you out, and then cry.
And then go back to your set and cry during your set.
Yeah, I have not been rejected to my face. Have I been rejected to my face? No, I've been rejected over
this
text.
past weekend. I don't want to dance with you.
What a great girl. What a great gal. But I don't know, man. You either gotta shooters gotta shoot, or just figure a way out that, I try, when I am interested in a young lady, I try and get alone time wherever you can. With the last woman I dated, the she-witch of the Midwest, there was an incident at work. We both witnessed it and both responded to it. So I was like, I got an idea to get some alone time. Hey, Michelle?
I remember this,
I was
dude.
like, this is smooth, right? I was like, Michelle, we need to write an incident report because we both watched these kids get violent with each other. So we need to fill this out and turn it into our boss. And so she's like, okay, sure. And 'cause, I had seniority.
Yeah.
She's new. I had seniority. So she's like,
yeah.
okay. And we go to we go to
Jump in
the
step.
She did have a wobble. I think it's the scoliosis. Anyway, so she and I go to the conference room and we are like sitting next to each other writing over a report, and I'm just making her laugh, just crushing the laughter, and that's just solid right there.
See, if I saw you doing that now,
Slap, just
I would just run
tackle.
in. Oh, boom! Dom's out. Michelle's like, "What'd you do that for?" You look at him. You're welcome.
You got a beard this time though. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that'd have been nice if someone had done that for me. But
Oh, that was brutal, man.
I don't know. You just gotta get that alone time and hit them with the not smoke. No, don't physically. I mean,
So you think I should just
Comedically.
if I knock them out, they'll like me more?
I put them in the trunk, break up in a forest, that kind of thing. Yeah, definitely. We're not condoning that. We're not Bill Cosby. Let's.
Very bad. Don't do that.
So, okay, so I alluded to something I want to talk to, and I did it. We've done it twice. Hooking up. Christopher, whatever your middle name is, and whatever your last name is.
I have 2 middle names. Fun fact.
Well, now everyone can find you. This is a question that goes along with what are the bases?
Yes.
First, second, third.
Man,
And
we're getting
what-
in a subject here, ladies.
What does...
Gentlemen.
No girl listens to that. What is hooking up? Because I've heard someone say, oh my god, I hooked up with him last night. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah,
what? And they're
yeah.
like, it's okay, we just made out.
Yep. Dude,
And then it's
100%.
like... And it's like, oh, we just hooked up. I'm like, oh, all right. So, like, what'd you... Oh, I blew him. Whoa. You know, like, or, you know, oh, we just hooked up. Oh, so what'd you do?
the reason
we
this
did anal.
question-
You know what I'm saying? Like, no one has a defined term of what hooking up is. What is yours? If you go to me, Dom, hooked up with a chick at Purdue, what did you do? This is not... We don't want to get crass. I just
Okay.
said anal, but we don't want to get crass. Talking about ourselves.
Man, Jesus. Okay. So this question has always been in my head because when my ex, broke up with me, she said she met a guy and hooked up with him.
Are you crying?
At a party. No, I'm good, dude.
This is a tag.
Shut up.
No.
So, but it's always like, what the fuck is hook up mean? Like,
Yeah, man.
you suck his dick? Like, like, I don't know what that means.
It happens one in an episode. Chris says that.
Yeah.
Happens one.
Like, I don't know what that means. So for me, hooking up, I think it means to mean they went all the way.
You think it means all the way?
I think it does. Because it's either you say you hooked up with a chick, okay? Because it's easier, it sounds cooler to say, yo, I hooked up with the chick.
Right.
You don't want to go up to them like, yo, I mean out with the chick last night. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or you can run to your boys and you're like, I tapped that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Women aren't bitches.
they're not like...
They are proud, special creatures. No, I understand exactly what you're saying. But that's what I mean. It's like I can
Exactly.
honestly see where like hooking up can be. Oh, it was a strong makeout session. Like it was breathing through the nose.
But when you hear hooking up, I really think it means you
Sex.
went to home.
Yeah, I get where people come with that because I've heard someone say, "Oh, I hooked up," and I literally have no idea and I don't know how to ask.
Yeah.
Like, are you easy or are you just kissing?
But then you go to the bases, right? And then he'll say, well, second base. What's your second base?
What's your second base? Because
Who's on
I've
first?
heard someone
What's
say
on
third
second?
base is anal.
Whoa!
I'm like, what?
I didn't even know it was a part of the bases. I thought it was like a foul ball. Like, actually, like...
The rogue ball?
Yeah, like, we're in the wrong hole.
Exactly. I was like, what's your home? Is there whips? I don't know.
This is it.
I got
is it,
goosebumps
right?
saying that.
This is
It's weird.
This is it. First base, making out.
Yes.
Fair?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Fair. Second
Hard
base.
making out, though. Like, I mean, minutes.
Yeah.
Where
no, that's fair.
Yeah, where there's spit on everyone's mouth.
Yeah, because you can't say the
That's so
base is
gross.
like when you just like
Oh, yeah,
I just kissed the girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a
If
base.
you pecked a girl on the lips, you have not left the parking lot.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
to
you
be
may
gross,
you might
but-
have bought a ticket to the stadium.
Yes, but you're not seeing the show yet.
No.
And that's, again, gross. But I'm saying, like, this, it's not the same thing.
Yeah. So I think first base making out.
Yes.
Second base, I think you see some titties.
You see or feel? Both.
Both.
I think it's
you know,
both.
I really think it's
anything
both.
that's above the belt is both.
I think so.
Unless
And then
it's
third base, I think you see each other's what's under the belt.
what's under the belt.
Either way.
The undercarriage.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend like we have ladies listening to
Yeah,
this.
so a wedding tackle.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that's where like.
That's where I'd say that's a
Yeah.
good 70% of couples stay for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. Like third base, I think that's when you see him fully naked. Is that fair?
Ooh, no, I wouldn't say.
Really?
I'd say that happens at home. I'd say that's a home activity.
You know what that would be because like what? Why would you just be
honestly,
naked then? You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right.
You're just standing looking at each other. That's
Yeah.
an unappealing
Yeah.
thing. Even if you're good looking, like no one wants that.
Okay, so that's fair.
Yeah, so
That's fair.
third is closer on, but stuff's happening.
Third has you seen everything but not at the same time.
time.
Bro, yes, that's great.
That is true.
And then home
home's
plate
home.
is just going all the way. Pick off, you accidentally slip in the butt. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know.
I'm editing that right now. I'm just editing that part out. I don't need to hear you say that.
I apologize.
But no, we're not saying this to be gross dudes. Like, no, we talked about it in the last cast, and it's something that no matter who you talk to, every single person has a different definition of what it means.
100%.
And I think what needs to happen, Urban Dictionary needs to come out on this strong and make a press release saying, this is what first base is, this is what second base is, and third base is this. And if you hook up, you boned. It's just,
I really think so,
because
man.
Because like a girl says, oh, I just hook up with them, and then you completely put that girl in trash or easy, or a guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys will say that, and what did you do?
It's a very, because we've had this conversation with me and my buddies before, too. I really just think the word hooking up is such like we went all the way. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you want to say this is the thing, what... hooked
Jesus,
up.
Man.
What I just did, Chris will never unsee. Anyway,
that makes sense though, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Sense.
So let's get that straight, guys.
So, yeah. Comment what you think below too.
Oh yeah, please, in long detail.
Yes.
Your dirty, dirty history.
Well, don't put that.
Pictures.
I don't want to
send them to the Instagram. Chris is in
good
charge of
pictures.
it. High res. I want to see iPhone 7.
So since we're on all these different bro code,
not a sponsor.
Now you know what I'm gonna bring up. Since we're on hooking up, hitting on girls, okay. What do you think of the bro code, man? What do you think of the bro code?
Oh, Chris, whatever your middle name is and last name is.
While you're rambling about it, I'm going to look up bro code.
I have been the victim of someone not following the bro code on several occasions. First girlfriend, a lot of shit happened with the first girlfriend and second girlfriend. First girlfriend, if you knew me as a 16-year-old, I was O for high school. I did not have any luck with women. I could not find a girl to think I was attractive. I could not find a girl to even remotely think of the possibility of dating me. So this girl I do date, little crazy, actually a lot crazy. We break up because my family fucking hated her.
Okay.
My dad knocked on my door and said, get rid of her. You know how hard that is for a 16-year-old who's not been with anybody to hear? So, I dumped her. I was like, this is just not working. We go to an event at our church. My boys, my best friend, and, a backup dancer in the friend group.
Okay.
But, good, fine dude. He's okay. We don't talk to him now. The backup dancer goes and disappears with my ex. Now, I was concerned because this backup dancer has a problem with being loyal to the girls he's dating. He's currently dating a girl at the time.
Wow.
Goes and disappears, makes out with my ex at this event while I'm there. My best friend had to physically hold me back because I was about to snap. And then, she comes in and tries to stop me. And he's like, dude, like, the backup dancer's like, dude. I'm like, dude, what? I was like, are you serious right now? And then my buddy's like, okay, let's just go. Let's just get out of here. And I'm, talking to him, he's got a girlfriend, dude. And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking telling her. So I texted her and was like, your boy is jumping everywhere with my ex-girlfriend. Blew up that whole thing. Apparently, she knew about it.
What the fuck?
Knew about all the occasions. And I'm stunned at this. And I'm over her, keep in mind, but it's still bro code.
Yeah, it's the bro code.
If you want to hook up, if you want to make out with my ex, ask me. Does that sound weird? Yes, but ask me.
See, then I think it's fair, man. I think it's fair if you're like, hey, look, man, your ex, she's fine, peace. You know what I mean?
Women are not pieces. Jesus.
No, but I
know
think,
what you mean. You gotta ask.
And I think this is another rule. I think you can't just hook up with an ex. If you're gonna have something with someone's ex, I think it has to be
legitimate.
It has to be legitimate.
I think
it has to be a girlfriend situation.
Right.
It can't be just a nightstand or
unless he hates her. You know what I'm saying? We were not at that point. did not hate her.
Unless you just want to become Eskimo bros and like that's the only reason.
Absolutely, that's fair. But so this all happens, dude. And in the whole process, I'm courting, let's just put it that way. I'm courting a girl that I want to date. Like I want to date her seriously. And I text his girlfriend trying to explain the whole situation and say, like, you know, he's making out with this chick. You deserve better. This isn't fair to you. There's no reason for this. I'm mad at him and I'm one of his best friends. We go to a dance. He confronts me in a stairwell about texting his girlfriend, quote unquote girlfriend, and is pissed off that I'm talking to her.
Are they still together at this?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I look at him and I go, You're gonna pull me aside at a dance to tell me to stop texting your girlfriend because you feel threatened and you don't appreciate me talking to her. It's like you're cheating on her actively. You honestly care?
I can't believe they were still together.
Right.
How many months was that?
He was cheating on her left and right. Like, I mean, it didn't even matter. So
Brutal.
So bro code. Fast forward a couple years, I'm single, my buddy's ex and him break up. I know she had a thing for me. Like, she would always not hit on me, but like be overly appreciative towards me. They're broken up, they're done, they're over. I text him and say, hey, can I make out with her? I texted him that. I think I called him. He's like, "Oh yeah, dude, that's totally fine." I'm like, "Okay." So I didn't want to pull a backup dancer.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Totally respect that. Thank you for asking."
Right there.
And I said, "It's only gonna be making out." I was like, "It's only gonna be making out," because they had a long history. And he's like, "Yeah, that's totally fine, dude." And that's all that happened. And then I walked away. It was a bad relationship I was getting out of, so I needed that. But
if you would have said no, then you were like,
I'd have been like, fine. Totally fine. You gotta honor the bro code, unless you really fucking hate your friend.
But then they're not even bros.
Exactly. But if you're gonna call each other bro and want to do all this shit together, have the decency to send a text.
At least ask.
A post note. Like, I don't care. Can I make out with her. But to just do it blatantly.
Post notes.
Exactly. Make it a paper airplane. Throw it to me. That's
Throw
fine.
him some Venmo money. Pay for his dinner.
That's prostitution. That legit sounds like prostitution.
I'm not having a good podcast.
Women are not objects.
This is the third time you've done this, and it's all you, not me.
They are beautiful creatures of God.
So let me go through some of these bro code rules.
Where are you getting this from? What website?
Markmash.com.
Never heard of them.
Okay, this is my favorite one. Where is it at though?
That's my favorite one. Can't find it.
A bro's biological sister, mother, and ex-girlfriends are out of bounds. That's fair.
How are you a biological ex-girlfriend? That's what they didn't. Did they put a comma?
Oh, and ex-girlfriend.
Okay. Yes. Unless given permission for the ex-girlfriend. There are some dudes that I know that are good guys. Date my sister. That's fine.
Yes.
I'd feel good about it.
Yes. And I think it's a certain, like, you almost got to ask them like you're asking their father for the permission.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's definitely...
You better kiss a ring if you want to ask your bro's sister out.
Especially if they're blood, man. Like...
Stepsister, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think that's just fair.
Town bicycle, whatever.
Women are not objects.
We all got one.
Now I'm happy.
All right,
I don't feel
good.
too bad. Number 6. This is 1 out of 10, by the way.
1 out of 10.
A bro shall... Just one more, please. A bro shall fulfill his wingman duties with uttermost seriousness. Okay? Now, my biological brother, okay? Shout out to my bro. He played the card when I asked him to at Purdue. Okay? Because what he tried to do, right, is that those two that I wanted to dance with, right? And he was dancing with his girlfriend. And his girlfriend is G. She's awesome. So she's like...
nice not to have to, like, go find someone to dance with.
Yeah, I know.
And they just grab your hand and just like, yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Sorry.
So then, like, he whispers in his girlfriend's ear, because it's loud as hell. I was like, hey, I'm going to go help my brother out. And she's like, aye, for sure. I'm like, you guys were awesome. So he slowly is, like, moving towards them and tries to create a circle. Successfully does.
Jesus,
with my brother, me, and the other two girls. And it totally worked out, man. Like, I didn't work out, like, where I ended up, like, talking to them, because that's the same girls that told me they didn't want to dance with me.
Man.
But it was prior in the night. But it worked out for like 5 minutes.
If that happened to me, dude, I think I'd vomit.
What?
If a girl looked at me dead in the eyes after drinking and having fun and just goes, I don't want to dance with you.
But she didn't say it in that tone, man. She said it like she was talking to the president. I swear. Like, hey, I don't want to dance with you. And I swear she almost wanted to like shake my hand. I was like, this isn't a match. like we're not
just checkmate.
This isn't a game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like I said, good for you for respecting that.
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't.
It's like, come on, girl, let go. Like, no, she had 4 Loko stamps on her forehead. Like, I don't want to be
I've never had to be a wingman.
Really?
Never.
I once got my friend 12 numbers in one day. I'm an amazing wingman.
Shit. I honestly, the only way I could be a wingman is if I out the gate say I'm dating someone, look at the engagement pictures, and then so they know I'm not hitting on them and I'm just being funny to help my buddy feel fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they know I'm not hitting on them. This is just me being jovial so that my buddy will feel more comfortable to be than himself.
Yeah,
you're right.
Because it's a sticky situation because you don't want to be too funny.
Right.
You know
and you don't want to be the one that's making it look like you're coming on.
Maybe there's like...
I never had to do it.
Really?
If we could get my buddy on, he will tell you. I've never had to be his wingman.
Wow.
Has he had to be mine?
I mean, you've never had the opportunity to be mine, so...
I think we should keep it that way. I don't think I'd be good.
You don't think you really?
I don't think I'd be good.
I mean, apparently my other date was hitting on you, so yeah, you're right.
I honestly don't know what happened.
Bro, I'm fucking with you.
I know, but I'm like sitting there like, this can't be honestly a feeling I'm getting. Like, this is, it's too clear. She like gave me a side hug when we left. She was like I had shit in my hand, so I couldn't like give her a full hug, and I didn't want to. So like she was like, she came for the hug. I had a shit ton of stuff in my hands, and like she's like, oh, this is your last day tomorrow, right? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, well, I won't be here, but it was so nice meeting you and working with you. And like gave me a hug. I'm like, and like on my shoulder, felt violated. It was weird.
I'm picturing it in my head right now. That's why I'm quiet.
And it wasn't like I don't know how to explain it. It was like her right shoulder on my left. So we like, you know what I'm saying? I think I went low and she went high, so our shoulders touched. Oh. Like I said, I had 4 bags and my keys in my hand, so it wasn't like...
See, then that's another thing, man. When you're holding too much shit, nobody wants to hug. Okay?
You're just mad at her. Just
No, I'm not. No, I'm not even like that. Because I've been in situations...
Are you crying? That's our new surprise. Are you crying?
Why are you crying? But, like, I've been in situations where it's like, the other person is holding a lot of shit, and I'm holding a lot of shit, and it's like... Whoa, like, see you later.
Just drop everything and just go for a full... Yeah, no.
I mean, if she's really hot, sure.
I don't know, man. Do you have any like more topics? Because I have some serious stuff that we can talk about.
Oh, serious stuff.
Not funny stuff. This is bad.
Okay, let's get into it.
2 words that are forever changed in the last 6 years. You ready for them?
Are you guys ready for them?
Bill Cosby. Have you been caught up on the situation?
I heard about it, and I know he did some bad stuff to some nice women.
I don't know how nice, but let's just keep it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying...
I'm sure they weren't mean.
Whatever. No, they're not. But they're but okay. So he's been accused of by 60 women of sexual misconduct or some sort of sexual advance. And I heard a story that back in the good old days when he was on the Cosby Show, shout out, my God, I don't know how to feel about it because, like, I grew up watching that show.
Really?
And before I even heard him called this, I called him America's Dad. Before I even knew that they were calling him that. But, like, back in the days when they were doing that show and they were in the writer's room and he would show up late, he would jokingly say, oh, we're going to be spending a lot of money soon. Implying that he hooked up with a girl kind of against her will or that they were going to need some hush money. Chris is stunned. He would jokingly but seriously say that multiple times when coming into the writer's room.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I've never seen an episode. Never seen an episode yet.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know. I've never seen an episode, okay?
What,
but I know who he is.
That show ended so amazing. They were dancing.
When was it live?
82 to 94.
Okay.
I think. They were dancing. His wife and this TV wife and him were dancing in the middle of their like living room in the final episode. And the lights dimmed, and then a spotlight came on them, and they walked out onto the stage, like the set stage where like the audience is, and like they all just waved as they walked out of the stage exit. It was amazing moment. But it's all ruined because he raped women. Found guilty.
No, is there some allegations or whatever the fuck you call it that he actually raped women, or is it more just like touching him when they said
no, it's a sexual assault.
There you go.
Rape is aggravated sexual assault, I think. But anyway, he raped and sexually assaulted and misconduct with women. He was found guilty on 3 charges today. All 3 charges, equivaling, I think, 10 years on each charge. So 30 years. He's going to die in prison, basically. He's out on bail right now, and his lawyer wants to make an appeal, but I don't know how that's going to go for him. 60 women, dude. 60 women, and this guy is done. He's 80-something years old.
Yeah, how fucking old is this guy? Like, when was the most, do you know when the most recent one was where he did that?
I'd say during the Cosby Show, I think.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's 80, so 6 years ago, he was still in his 70s, so I don't know how randy he was back then.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, like.
I don't know, man. It was shaking to see that, because you didn't watch it, but growing up watching this shit, watching someone's star fall like that, it's tough.
Man, that's such a fucked up situation, because like, what mental state do you have to be in to do that? And
that's the thing I'm saying is, Bill fucking Cosby, did he really need to rape women?
Yeah, man.
No.
When I think about this situation, I just keep bringing up what automatically pops in my head is the whole Robin Williams situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was just thinking that.
That's what always pops in my head. And like the same thing with like Linkin Park singer.
What did he do about?
He committed suicide, same as Robin Williams. Yeah, man.
And
it's like these guys have so much fame and like so much. I don't even want to say going for them, because like you can't say that now. No. You know what I mean? Like there was this picture. Sorry to kind of
dude, this is what I was gonna go on this with you.
Anyway. The Linkin Park singer. There was a picture of him at a sold-out show in a football stadium. Mm-hmm. And it's just him on the microphone and taken in the back of him. So, like, you see the backside of him and then just the audience. Just, like, all over. 100,000 people, pretty probably. How can that guy right there want to commit suicide?
Yeah.
Like, to even think, like, obviously a lot more goes into it than that, but just, like, where that 100,000 people love you, you know what I mean? And, like, your darkness is so low where it brings you to that point where you think even then nothing will get you out of that, or nothing will. I just think,
like, maybe they just feel like that love is there in that moment, and then when that moment's over, they have nothing.
And it probably is that. Plus, I think it has something to do with, like, would I have this love if I didn't have this music or this what I do for a living?
Right, I'd just be Jack, you know?
Yeah, so, I mean, that might play a part of it, too, but, like, you see this guy's interviews, and, like, the same as Robin Williams, man. You see this guy's interviews, and it's, like, you watch him now, and they're like, whoa, like, this, like, he definitely
had some warning signs?
I don't know if you want to call them warning signs, but just like he would be very like when they bring up a positive thing, it would be just they wouldn't know how to respond. I guess you could say in a way, but like it was just it's very very messed to see that kind of stuff going on, man.
Well, yeah, and with the Robin Williams thing, that was really surprising for he was only 50 years old, I think.
Yeah.
It was really surprising just because same thing. He had so many people that adored him.
Yeah, dude.
You know, I mean, and the kids that he helped at like cancer hospitals and the benefits and the just the work he did making people laugh.
Yeah,
Jumanji, Patch Adams, Hello Vietnam, Aladdin,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean, the list goes on and on for him, but
RV.
oh my God, it was such a great movie.
I can't watch that movie now of just being sad.
I know.
Just
Big
being
old
sad.
rolling turd coming through, man.
Coming through.
Oh, this is so good. But and you know what's really really funny? Well, not funny, but morbidly funny, is that we live next to white trash. So that day, my dad came home and I came out to get something with my dad or whatever, and our neighbor yells from the driveway, "Hey, did you hear about Robin Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Can you believe that? Guy had everything," and does like the money symbol, you know, like the Johnny Manziel money symbol. Did that, and my dad just shut. And this was a beautiful moment that my father said, because now we don't have a pot to piss in. He goes, "Doesn't buy you everything, man. Doesn't buy you everything." The guy was
true.
depressed,
true.
and that shit will kill you faster.
Literally.
And then that's what it is. I mean, this guy made a living making people laugh, but his life and his home life was just so dark, and he was an alcoholic.
Really?
Yeah, drugs hard. I mean, he had to get. He did so many prescription drugs and alcohol. You know, he was a big addict, and he had to get triple bypass surgery where they had to put a pig valve in his heart because that wasn't working, and then the painkillers that he took for that.
I didn't know
him.
that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, to hang yourself. It's nuts.
Yeah. There's a thing where it's such a shit situation, you know what I mean? Because I think it has something to do with maybe thinking you can't be better than you are now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, the Linkin Park singer, maybe Robin Williams, when they reach their pinnacle, you know what I mean? And obviously, you can get better. You know what I mean? You can always get better, no matter what. But I think that has something to do with the process of I can't this is it. You know what I mean? We can't get much better than this, and maybe they think they peaked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe that they have a part of that too. You know what I mean? So
I can't imagine being in a hole so bad that you think that you can't get out of it. I mean, at what point do you just take a step back and realize it's okay for me to say I'm not okay? Because we talked about it on one of the earlier podcasts with like Instagram and it being a highlight reel and ba-ba-da and da-da-da. Celebrities, I really don't like celebrities because they talk out of their ass and they don't really know what they're doing and they get paid to pretend, most of them.
Yeah.
But their life is constantly being poured over in every single area and avenue. Like, if this show becomes famous, our life will be. You know? God forbid. Jesus. But, I mean, their life is on a spotlight. Yes, they asked for that because they knew that they wanted that. They wanted their life to be famous. And I think
but none of them know how much, you know what I mean?
And I think that they're so desperate to keep this idea of like, everything's great, everything's fantastic, it's beautiful being in Hollywood, and they're just fucking miserable.
Yeah, dude.
And they don't know how to go about this miserable feeling in a way that's still going to endear them to the world.
And I think everybody sees their life as being amazing, and I think that has a part of it to do with it too, because like, if you look at maybe like Robin Williams and like let's say Ashton Kutcher or like fuck, all the famous celebrities, you know what I mean? And when we look at their lives, what do you think? Like, oh, man,
Yeah,
they're so
well,
rich, they
fantastic.
got it all, like everything.
Parties every weekend.
Exactly.
Jets and shit. Yeah.
So you can't, maybe to them, they can't really, they're always thinking in their head, oh, I have everything. Why am I not happy? Why am I not this? Why am I not that? Because I have all this fame, I have all this money.
Yeah.
But it's a point where it's like, that shit, it won't do anything for you.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, yeah, it will help you obviously live a
Comfortable life.
There you go, in a way, but it's and I mean, and you could see, like, just there's plenty of examples, man. Like, there's people that, like, for instance, man, you know who's the happiest people I always see where we work is the people that the janitors and whatnot, the little Mexican people, right? They're the happiest. So nice, the happiest. Like, I think they are. You know what I mean?
Right, but that's the same thing. You think they are.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I don't know, dude. I just look at people that have struggled, and like, you feel so good when you hear like stories about like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
and Mel Gibson. Oh my God, you want to get goosebumps, dude? Go on YouTube and look up Robert Downey Jr.'s speech to Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
That's a good one.
And he had a great line in there. He's like, you know, in AA and stuff, they tell you have to like hug the cactus and embrace that part of yourself that's ugly and bad and sad and drunk or whatever. Embrace it because that's what you need to let go.
Yeah.
And he said, like, and I think there's someone, and this person I'm going to introduce has hugged the cactus long enough. Come up here, my friend, and introduce Mel Gibson. And, like, Mel Gibson was just crying. Because Mel was going through that whole, like, getting drunk and then saying all the anti-Semitic shit to that police officer and in and out of rehab. Man, he's still one of the best bug shots I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Oh, so good. So drunk, so red. He's amazing. But, you know...
But I think...
That's a message for everybody. Yeah. Hug the cactus. It's hard to just embrace the fact. Like, yes, I'm depressed. Yes, but you have to embrace that fact to move past it.
Life is a struggle.
It's a marathon.
There is only so much of you, and there is so much going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you are only this amount, and the amount that you aren't, yeah, no shit. It's a struggle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think... when you're in that mindset, because I've been down, everybody's been down, you know what I mean? But I think a part of it is when you're down like that, the hardest thing to realize is that you are down, you know what I mean? Because the easiest thing to do is keep thinking that way, okay, and just put on that mask, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to say when you're depressed, I don't think you're being negative. You know what I mean? I think it's just something that has overcome you that has been leading on in such a way where it's like, it's not the things that, you're not having really negative thoughts. You know what I mean? It's more like you feel lost. Is that, yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I don't think it's like, oh, I don't want to go to work today. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It's not that. Depression is not that. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think it's becoming that where you feel absolutely lost and alone. I think that's what truly depression is. And it's such a thing where it's like you have to experience it to understand. And I'm not saying I'm very, very blessed to not have dealt with it as much, you know what I mean? Maybe a couple times here and there, but it's different for everybody, man.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where only you truly are gonna know what to do and what to feel and that type, because I think a lot of people is when they get in that type of mindset, they either like oh, everything's okay, the mask on, like that.
Yeah.
When you're in that mode, I think it's a good thing to know you're in that mode.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to accept you're in that mode.
You gotta be self-realization, and and the hugging the cactus analogy. You need to admit to yourself, "Wow, I'm depressed. Wow, I'm sad. That pissed me off." because you can't get past anything. Yes, I'm an alcoholic. Yes, I'm a this. You need to say those words to yourself. And that's why a lot of, like, the AA stuff says, hi, I'm an alcoholic. You need to admit it, and you need to understand that this is what you're trying to get away from. And it doesn't matter how many times you fail. It's about get up and go. Like, you can't stay in that position. And no matter where you are dealing with, killing yourself's not the option.
Nah.
It's always better. Like that,
because you're gonna learn from what position you're at.
Yeah,
you're
you gotta
learn to be better.
You gotta make that commitment to being better. Whatever it is, there is better, and you can obtain it for sure.
And it's what I hate, man, so much is like, I'm a pretty happy dude. I know you're a pretty happy dude, and we can sit here and we can talk about this on a podcast, but we truly will never understand what that certain person is going through.
Yeah, it's
like,
all
sure, we'll have
relative.
our own experiences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think that's a reason why it's so hard for people that you say, oh, man, like, I watched this, I watched that. It got me going. Okay, it got you going. But did you stop? Okay? Or did you keep going? But I think it's truly yourself that can only get you out of that slump or get you out of the way. People will help. People will give you advice.
Right, and that's also a very big key of it. And like you said, no, we won't know.
Yeah.
We won't know what you're going through. And that is one way to getting out of it.
Yes.
Let someone know. Let someone go to a psychiatrist, go to a counselor, social worker, whatever, and let someone know, hey, this thought came in my head.
Yeah.
This is a feeling I'm having.
People are afraid to get help, man.
Yeah, and
People are afraid to get
there's
help.
such a stigma, and I'm pretty sure I've said it in a show before. You won't make fun of someone who has cancer going to chemo. Let's not make fun of someone who's got depression going to a counselor or a therapist, because it's stupid. It's like making fun of someone who's fat going to the gym.
I've been going to a therapist every
Right.
2 weeks, once every 2 weeks since I was in 6th grade, man. I have no problem with saying that whatsoever.
Right. It's just something that you got to tell somebody, because that's the only way
Because
to
yeah,
get over it.
you think about it, you think about
You
it.
get in your own head.
Exactly, but then you only see your own perspective.
Yeah,
Right?
right.
And then telling that one person, man, right? Like, hey, this is this shit's that's going on. That one person's perspective can make you see it in a different way, and know that those 3 months or those 6 months or that year that you're feeling like this, why are you judging your whole life on those 3 months, on that 6 months or that 1 year? You know what I mean? And hearing other people's perspectives, I think, is so important, man.
All right, so I'll go down this rabbit hole without getting too much. There was a point I was dating someone who was the worst communicator I've ever had in my life. I had terrible anxiety when it came to anything that they did or said. I felt like the relationship was going to end at any minute, and it should have. But we got in an argument. She was like, I'm breaking up. Like, honestly, there was no, like, middle ground with her. It was, like, all or nothing.
Yeah.
And I remember she said that to me. I got back in my car. I told my mom I gotta go. I left. I got back in my car, and I went to a friend of the family's, who's a priest. I went to his house, and he wasn't there yet. And I called him, and I'm like, I'm on my way to your house. I need to talk to somebody. Yeah. And I got there, beat him there, got there. He's got like a statue of Mary.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get religious, people. I knelt in front of it, like crouched in the fetal position, and just said over and over, I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta go. Like, I gotta go to a therapist. I gotta go to someone. I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's how he found me. Just in a ball, crying and saying that over and over again.
Yeah.
But that's a moment that I had to get to.
You broke there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It was
You
like
broke there.
everything snapped, and it was just like, there's no other alternative.
Yeah.
And yes, was it a shallow reason? Like, it was a girl. But you don't know what's going to set you off. And now I know never to get that way again.
Because you learned from that, man.
Right,
You
and
saw it a different way
now I
from
have
what
someone
it
that
was.
would never do that to me and want to talk, and not shut me out. And that's what I'm saying. Is like you get to that point, but when you get to that point, no, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stay there for long. Why?
No, and I think to your point there is, like you said, you were in that relationship for a while, and then boom, it happened right then and there. And you reach that point where it's like, like, what the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, you got to that point, like you said, you kneeled down and you just broke, dude.
I've never
you just
repeated myself like that.
You just let it down. You just let it out and everything. But in that moment, right? And I don't know how long you were in that moment for, or how long you were saying that over and over again. But I think in that moment, did you feel some peace? You know what I mean? Did you feel any peace where I was like, wow, maybe this is the lowest
Yeah, that's what I felt.
that I've ever been.
This is
you know what I mean?
is as bad as it's gonna get.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
And that means that anywhere from here can only be up.
Yeah.
Like if she breaks up with me, that's a weight off my shoulders. If she stays with me, okay.
Yeah.
But like, and dude, when she broke up with me for real,
Yeah.
I would fight for the relationship to keep. I don't know why. God, I'm so stupid. But I would fight for it. This isn't the same person we're thinking of.
Yeah. No.
And when she did, I kind of fought a little bit. I was like, I think we can, blah, blah, blah. And then she said, no, this is what I need to do. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I dropped her off at her house, and I drove home, and I was just like, yo, you want to hang out? To one of my friends. I was like, I want to hang out with my buddy.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and it was just calm.
Yep.
It was really, really weird. And that's how you know the whole thing wasn't right, because you just felt that way afterward. But I don't know. Guys, don't ever sit in that moment.
Nah.
You can be in that moment, but get out of it and know that you can.
Yeah.
Because that's for sure
'Cause I
not a
think-
place to stay.
A lot of people, when they say they reach that breaking point, and they say, that's it. Like, I think they felt a certain amount of peace in that point. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, absolutely.
I think when they felt that, they recognized that, wow, I've really never been in this spot before.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been in this spot before. Like, it can't get, like, obviously it can get worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they've never felt anything worse than they feel in that point. Mm-hmm. So it's like...
It's also very important to remember that everybody's strife is relative to that person.
Yeah.
You like I said, my neighbor, he had everything. What you're concerned about in life is not what he's concerned about in life.
Yeah.
And what he suffers from and that cripples him, and something that you roll off your back.
Yeah.
It's all relative. A billionaire's problems are going to make a billionaire sweat, and a poor person's problems are going to make a poor person sweat. It's all relative. So don't judge anybody for feeling that way. But
And I think the simplest things is what gets people out
go fishing.
of those. You know what I mean? I think, like, in the summer, when, like, I was going through that shit, and, like, you would just sit in your backyard and literally just smoke a cigarette and just talk, man.
Yeah.
And just,
good
like...
shit, man.
We just talked, and that's all we did. There's no, like, we weren't like, hey, look at this on Instagram, look at this on Twitter. Like, a genuine conversation that I, like, you showed different perspectives of me, I showed different perspectives of you. And having that common, like, fuck, like, what's going on with us, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, we're both in this point, and we're both trying to get out of it, and since we both are relating to each other in that way, I think that helped out a lot to get us both out of that point.
Yeah, because I find a lot of peace and a lot of relief and understanding in telling someone my woes, but also at the same time helping someone with theirs.
Yes, and being able to relate to their woes.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people, if you listen to me tell you something, you might go, wow, this guy just fucking wants to talk about himself.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you a story of my experience with a situation I think is similar to yours.
Yes.
I'm not trying to take over the conversation or manipulate it.
Yes.
But I have to relate to you and tell you, this is what I did, this is how I felt.
Because that's the worst when somebody brings up a point in their life just to say, oh, I've been through this too. Okay? But when you're bringing it up to help them,
Right.
I've been in this point too, but here's what I did.
Right.
This is what helped me. This is how I thought of it differently than maybe what you're thinking of it.
Yeah.
You know, the way you're thinking of it. So it's almost like a negative and a negative.
Makes it positive.
Yeah, making
It
a
does.
positive.
Actually, if we're talking math, fuck math.
Fuck math, dude. Math's
Kicking my ass.
Oh, I next semester is just gonna blow my dick. It's gonna be bad. In a bad way. Like a girl that just doesn't know what she's doing.
Women are not objects. Women are beautiful creatures from God. Amen. Okay. It doesn't know what she's doing. Funny story to get out of that sad stuff.
We were deep there for a
Oh
while.
my god, I'm sweating. My brother told me a story about his friend's sister
Okay.
got a boyfriend. I think she was like 16, and he asked her for a blowjob, which kudos. I mean, that's like very ballsy.
Blowjob is such a funny fucking word.
It really is. It's really funny and misleading, as this kid found out, because he asked her, and she literally blew.
My brother's friend, the same shit happened to him. She literally grabbed the dick and started blowing on it. What the fuck?
I'm an inexperienced person. Hands up, I am, but that's not right. That's not correct.
That is
Inexperienced, but I know that ain't right.
shit.
Oh my god. I was like, well, why doesn't he just use a hairdryer at that point in juncture? Can you imagine how he must have reacted to that? Like, oh yeah.
Maybe she's just getting started. You know what I mean? She's warming it up. Because I'm about to whirl his life. It's like a fucking just making, like, cleaning the glasses. You know what I mean? You gotta warm shit up.
That's
before
what he
you
told
start-
his homeboys. Like, it's a precursor to, like, next time we hang out. Oh, man, I laughed so hard.
Dude, that's brutal, man.
And speaking of bases, what do you classify that as?
That's
Chess.
you know what that is? That's a pop out to the catcher. That is worse than striking out, where you hit a ball
That's a balk. That's a balk.
in foul territory and the catcher is able to catch it. That is what a blowing blowjob is.
God, how do you come back from that? Dude, we went for about an hour. An hour? It didn't seem like it. Seemed longer.
I have notes. I have notes.
You have notes? I mean, I have a quick, funny little story that happened last night. We went out to dinner for my going away party. By the way, someone that worked with us for like 6 years, someone that worked for us for 6 years left earlier this year.
Okay.
No one did a fucking thing. I've been working there 2 years. Big party. 10 people showed up. 10 people. This was a lot. No one shows up for this shit. But, so we sit down. We just get there. We sit down. We haven't even ordered yet. No drinks even. There's a kid behind us losing her fucking mind. Mm-hmm. Probably 2 or 3. 2 or a half. Losing her mind. Screaming. Mm-hmm. Chris, at the top of her lungs in a restaurant. Okay? Now, we all work with kids. We're kind of just sitting there. It's just like it's like when
Can't get away from it.
It's like when soldiers return from war and all they can hear is bombs.
Yeah.
It's just mindless noise at this point. So, but I mean, I'm kind of annoyed because like I can't talk to anybody because this kid's screaming about ice cream.
Ice cream.
And the mom's just kind of like walking around, just like taking her time, not addressing the kid, not like you better shut the fuck up or you're gonna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? None of that. And takes the kid, picks the kid up. The kid chases after mom. Mom comes up. I kind of like catch eyes at mom, but I'm looking down the table. Mom comes up to me, puts her hands on my shoulders. And I was like, the fuck you think you're doing? Puts her hands on my shoulders and goes, if you're not a parent, not to me, like over in my ear, but like to the group, if you're not a parent, you wouldn't understand. You only have to be a parent to know. And I was like, half the table here, more than half, is a mother of several.
Yeah.
And we all just kind of look at her and go, we work with kids every single day. We totally get it. And she just looked stunned. But then she like kept going on about it. I'm like, here's a suggestion. Go fucking handle that situation and stop talking to us.
Is she still screaming while
Yeah.
she was brought it up?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So then finally mom picks her up and puts her outside. And pays her bill and it's like walking around drinking an iced tea. Kid's screaming. And now behind me going, I'm a good girl. Can I get... And the mom's like, if you're a good girl, go get your jacket on. We're leaving. I'm like, good for you for remaining calm. Bad for you for taking your sweet fucking time. we're in a small restaurant, and you have time to put your hands on my shoulders and assume that I am judging you.
Yeah, oregano's very small.
It is. But it's like, I felt really, like, offended. I was like, woman, I just had two girls kick and scream and punch at each other over space on the monkey bars. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, granted, we weren't wearing
We're not
anything.
gonna be all like, oh my gosh, I
Right.
know, I feel your pain.
But at the same time, it's like, handle it
Yeah.
and get out. Like, you're not handling it. You're
Put the
taking
kid in
your
the
sweet
car,
time.
then come back and talk to us.
Exactly. Like, this... I don't know. It just pissed me off. You looked at your phone and then lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Got a lot of topics today, dude.
Yes. I forgot we were on the podcast for a second. I just do that a lot. Okay. So, you're going to be at the gym tomorrow, right? Okay.
Yes. What's happening?
Now, there's some fine ass at the gym.
Women are not adopted.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Great. I don't know.
What is your approach?
I'm dating someone.
I know you're dating somebody, okay?
Happily. Baby, I love you. He thinks women are objects.
No, dude, I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying anywhere where we work out at.
All right.
Okay? I got offended the other day. Okay, shut up. You fucking asshole.
Wait, I'm an asshole because I got offended by that one?
I just liked how you said that.
I was like,
offended.
it's like, don't touch me. I was like, don't come at my bubble. Like, you don't know me.
Like, that's the
I
first
could
time
snap.
I heard that coming out of someone's mouth that doesn't have purple hair and then, like, not knowing who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
How do you approach hitting on a girl
Spanx, sorry.
at a gym?
How do you approach hitting on a girl at a
Do
gym?
you do it or not?
Oh, God. I haven't been to a gym enough to know. I haven't been to a gym single.
Because that is the only time I'll ever talk to girls. That I don't know. That I don't know. There's
There's a guy at the gym I want to talk to because he hit on one of our mutual friends and like asked her to prom, and they only know each other from the gym. Granted, he's a psycho, and I don't think she talks to him anymore. But she's dating someone. But I haven't been single and went to a gym
Okay. That's the wrong
ever.
person.
Yeah, you are. Like,
need to-
would you
I need
just
to get my
walk up
buddy
to her
Riley
and
on the
slap her on the
podcast.
ass and go nice squat? Like, can you do that? No.
Okay, I think the only way that it would work, because
Yeah.
it worked for me once.
That was a joke, by the way. You don't do that. Women are not objects.
That's 7.
It's good to
Is-
clarify.
The way I did it
Yeah.
was
Oh, you've done this.
I've tried things.
Oh.
But it only like, here's my Snapchat. Text them, nothing. So like, just
Okay, Chris.
No.
We gotta rein it in with the Snapchat. It's not a business card.
I know it's not a business card,
Okay.
but like, what if you want some type of communication?
Absolutely.
Like it's like Snapchat or number. That's
How much of a baseline of a relationship are you establishing before you give out the Snapchat or number? How much? How much time?
okay. So
I
there's
want to know what your level of comfortability is. Like, in your internal workings, do you have a sensor that's like, if I give her my Snapchat, she will Snapchat me back? Or are you just like fishing? Because you really got to have an internal sensor.
okay. Let me talk. let me.
His face right now. It's like, shit.
Tom broke me. A couple. Shut up.
I didn't even say
39. Fuck you.
all wood. I've said this before. All wood. Just mindless drones. Bad hair.
Because I've been thinking that lately. Okay, that you need. There needs to be a base.
Yeah. You just.
But does there need to be a base to like say, hey, like, what's your Snapchat? Like, what's your number? Like, maybe I can get coffee sometime. Or
There needs to be a base. You need to have solid conversations. Solid.
See, that's why this one probably didn't end up well.
You need to have solid conversations that don't involve the environment you're in. If you if you can only talk to the girl about the place you're at right now or about a topic that you're doing right now, guess what? You're going to have to struggle your ass off when you actually do meet her to talk about something else.
You're right.
The gym will only get you so far. What did you say about all those people posting videos of them doing a squat? We've seen it before. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to have a conversation that goes past the gym. So what you can do, you can segue from like gym stuff and be like, so what do you listen to when you work out? And then you get the music thing, and then you can like drop her some music that you like to listen to while you work out. Then you're like, I know we like trade gym music, but take a listen to this, and it's like a slow song from like R. Kelly. Then you can
let her know you have feelings.
Let her know you're not just a gym rat. But you gotta have a base that extends beyond the gym environment. Guys, this is free. I'm giving you this advice. We should be charging $10.99 an episode.
Now, no, this is like actual like shit. Like we're trying to fix my problem of talking to girls.
We're trying to fix the over streak.
I am not making up any of this shit. Like
I know you're not.
that's why.
But see, this is the fucked up thing, guys. If you know Chris, and most of you do because most friends listen to this. I've never met anybody who's going to be ready. Sit back and bask in the compliments. Just sit back. I've never met anybody that can talk to, make someone laugh, or genuinely feel welcomed into a conversation like you can.
Thank you, dude.
It's uncanny what I've seen him do to the degree where it's like, I'm just going to leave. Like, because there's no point, I need to be here. I don't understand. Like I said, the relationship you had with the girl I dated over the summer was better than the one I had with her.
You're right.
I can't tell you. What I've seen is a machine of communication. I'm very confused, but see, this is the thing. I think, no, this is going to be a negative, but I built you up.
Okay,
so I'm trying not to take
so we'll even us out. Even us out.
Fantastic communicator. Put that on every resume you have.
Okay, we'll even out.
I think what happens is the hubris in the communication gets too high. I think...
Dude, that's so fucking true.
I think you're so great at communicating, which is a good thing, but you get so confident in the fact that I can talk to this person, and then when you get them in a one-on-one situation in an environment that has nothing to do where you met them...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yo, that's so true, man.
Because then they don't know how to act with you. Because you might be able to like talk and be like, oh, we're at this place, and then go from there. But they're like, we're not doing deadlifts. I don't know what to say to him. You gotta build the outside the gym communication.
A high five right here. You just broke my shit. Like that's 100% what's going on, man. I'm so damn sarcastic all the time, and then like that's all the conversation is. Like that's like the relationship I have with that one certain person that I'm like for the longest time.
We gotta have a conversation about that because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's all sarcastic. That's all it is, man. Like when we're texting, we're making fun of each other. When we're texting about that, dude, fuck, I'm standing up right now. You broke my shit, bro. Oh my gosh.
Chris is gonna go apply these things to the conversation and be like, I got a date for Tuesday. Like he's just gonna.
Yo, that's so true though because I have such a mindset of like. When I talk to that certain somebody, I'm like, I need to make her laugh. I need to make this. I need to make her laugh, and I want her to like just generally see me as a good person.
Yeah.
But I think the only way that falls in my head, if we're in like a public setting, is to like be like sarcastic because I always that's oh my god, dude. It's always a relationship where we're constantly making fun of each other back and forth.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, there's little like knick-knack conversations here and there, but that's... Oh,
yeah, you gotta get that. You gotta get that. He's throwing water bottles. I mean, I hope we can apply that. Because you have obviously a commonality. You're in the gym. Right?
But let's get it out of the gym, man.
Okay, get out of the gym.
Because now the gym doesn't matter.
Fuck the gym, no working out again! No, like you have the commonality of the gym. So you have a good platform.
Yeah.
Okay? But like I said with the music thing, go with that. Music's very important to people who work out. And if not music, podcasts. You love podcasts.
I fucking love podcasts.
Go on about podcasts. And then talk about school. Talk about the fact you're going for nutrition, because that's a segue of the gym. And then talk about shit that happens at school that makes you just go, ugh. And now you're talking about shit that you hate, and then she can give you shit that she hates, and then you can talk about shit you like. you gotta get out of the gym while being in the gym. Because you can't take her out yet. You can't get that Snapchat yet.
No, you're right.
Because you don't have... Like, what are you going to do? You're going to Snapchat or you at the gym saying, I fucking hate work. Where the fuck are you? The gym! Take a picture and send it to her this. I do a podcast and it's boss. I don't like
My
that
podcast
word.
is fucking great. Yo, that is so true, though.
And if you've made it to the hour and whatever the fuck this is mark, hour and 18 mark, everyone, you're welcome.
Wow. I'm so...
Hot.
Because that's just, I think...
You can't put it...
No, I can't, man, because it's just... I revolve, as douchey as it sounds, my life around the gym.
That's fine.
And you know that. You know what I mean?
That's fine.
But that's, I think, maybe it is just like,
right.
just
And
over my brain, and
here's
that's all
the
I
thing,
know.
though. Don't lose that drive, because that's good.
As I'm
That's-
hitting a
that's-
front double bicep.
That's a good thing, though, to have that dedication. Don't lose that. But my girlfriend was talking to one of her friends in their group chat, and she said, well, I just went on a date with a guy that said he will never do anything that negatively impacts his workout the next morning. And she's like, he is saying, I am saying that to you as I'm sitting on my couch eating ice cream out of the carton. Like, girls care that a guy's fit and, like, cares about that, and maybe bring him involved. She goes to the gym, so clearly she cares. That's good. But,
So right, man.
past
So
it.
right, man.
Women are not objects.
We didn't even need to say
I know.
that.
I just feel like we should. Just there's some misogynistic things we
Yeah,
said. So
You're right. So you think the next step... Okay, so... All right. Talking to a certain somebody. I'm not even saying I'm talking to anybody, okay? What... It's so hard for me to talk to anybody in a certain way that makes maybe them like think, oh, maybe he's interested in me. Does that make sense?
dude. Do you know how the crazy girl that I was talking about earlier that made me break down? Do you know how I started talking to her? I met her at school wearing a bright red coat. Instantly drew that because that's an attention grabber. I don't know how, but she and I started talking because she's like from Albania, and like I knew some jokes about Albania, like the fact that car means dick there, and peach means vagina. So I told her that. I was like, brash. That's
amazing.
Brash. She was dying, and I'm Italian, so we're kind of similar as far, and I'm Sicilian, which means like, or the shit part of Italy. So we were laughing about that. Got her Snapchat that day. And we were talking about the cookies our people make. Okay? Mm-hmm. Went home, my mom was making those cookies, took a Snapchat of it, and sent it to her. And that, my friend, went on to be a 4-hour, 5-hour Snapchat video back and forth all night of just conversation.
That amazes me, man.
I kissed her 2 days after that.
As I look off into this corner of the room.
God, she was awful. God, oh God, she was awful.
You're so right, man. I'm way too sarcastic. That's the only way I know how to talk to girls that I'm interested in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is sarcastically.
That's fine, but then they don't know when can you be serious.
Yeah. No, you're...
Says, you know. You got substance. Bring it out. Like I said.
I like to think I'm a smart dude.
Absolutely. Like I said, I've never seen anyone that is as good as communicating to anybody as you. Child, woman, man, elderly. It's mind-boggling. It pisses me off.
Because I think part of it is I have a stupid mindset where I want everybody to like me. Okay?
Yeah.
And that first mindset is, what's the easiest? Well, make them laugh.
Make them laugh.
Make them laugh,
Absolutely,
man.
dude. I'm a jokester.
But then I can't get out of that.
Yeah, you
because that's
gotta.
what they maybe know me for. Because I'm all about, this is going to sound hippie, positive vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can have positive vibes by being serious.
That's what I need to work on.
Yeah, gotta find that part.
I gotta work on positive vibes.
Use music. Music is a
of
great
being
medium.
serious.
Music is a great medium. Find out what she listens to when you're at the gym. Just go off that. Start a conversation about music. Don't get locked into that. Talk about the podcast.
So make girls laugh less?
Girls want a guy that can make them laugh. Absolutely.
But
you
not-
can do that.
I can do that.
You can do that well. You're well versed in making a girl laugh, but they also want someone, chips are down. Do you have their back? Are you serious? Can you withstand a conversation? Can you hold it up?
Because I know I can,
I
man.
feel like I should just hit your chest and go, do it! But I'm not going to hit you. That's too
Because
much.
I know I can.
You can.
Because by
Absolutely.
myself... Should we even talk about this? Fuck it. By myself, when I'm by myself, I'm always trying to better myself.
To critically think and
To
like,
critically think, critically watch things that are to better myself and to better things. Like we just went on a fucking hour-long serious podcast, deep
I'll
conversation.
clip this for you, just that
and
part,
just
and
give
send
it
it
to her.
you.
Just
Yeah.
give it to all.
This is me. This is real.
Because maybe the girls don't think I have a deep side. Maybe they'll
Explain the tattoo! Honestly!
tattoo's dope as fuck.
Explain it to them!
I'm glad I didn't put that crown on this.
Yeah, that'd be weird. That's pretentious. It's fine.
Let's go talk about the certain
want-
somebody,
You
man.
want to keep going? That's all I got.
No, about...
Oh, yeah, so we're getting off here.
Yeah,
okay,
let's get off
so
this. I
go
gotta
ahead, take a
pee.
picture. All right, so follow us on Twitter at Spirit_podcast. That's where you can find the link to our YouTube channel. Yeah, we post all the new videos up there and maybe some clips of what I'm doing. The YouTube channel is...
Follow the Instagram. It's fucking hilarious.
Follow the Instagram, Spirit Radio Podcast.
I post pictures that have nothing to do with this.
Chris is killing it over there. Email us at Spirit Radio Podcast to leave us a message, a comment, or a topic suggestion. You can leave that in the DMs. You can leave that anywhere you feel like. So you can DM us on Twitter. You can DM us on Instagram or...
Comments below on all
Yes.
the topics that we touched today. What's your thought?
Yes.
We want to know
What's your version of hooking up?
anybody is listening to this.
What's your version of hooking up? What's your version of the bases? Let us know. Dude, I posted that new video today and we already got 2 likes and 3 views.
One of those was me.
You
But
liked
it's-
it?
Yeah, I did like it.
That's good. Good for you.
From my account.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And if you've made it this far, comment the word hookup.
Oh, and what's your definition?
Yeah, please define it because we really want to get a poll going.
The podcast, Chris got broke. Peace.
Peace.